Midnight Social Radio. I am your co-host as ever, Mr. Overlord, and with me as always, the three regular members, of course, Dogboy, Kuro, and Bandy.
What's up?
Bonjour.
Hey,
Sorry, by the way, to anyone who was wondering, sorry we had to take a bit of an extended break. So that's why you haven't gotten any Midnight Social Gaming from us or the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Things came up.
Let's do a little bit of current events that are outside of nerd culture. So, Kuro, you said some stuff about Canada. What's going on there?
All right. So, Canada passed a bill called Bill C-11. Or 18, sorry, Bill C-18. I think there's another one, Bill C-11.
Yeah, Bill C-18. You're right. Yeah,
So,
that's
basically what happens is that Canada is now going to require podcasters and streamers to pay up revenue, so if they get a certain amount of money revenue, they have to pay the government under a registration act too. Sorry, it's a registration act. I posted a video of about Joe Rogan talking about it, and I knew for a long time. I just didn't say anything
That
because
was what your taxes are for.
no, it's different. It's they want to control the news. It's a news control thing.
an attack on freedom of the press.
Yeah, because just like what happened was, when the bill was passed by Trudeau, he was saying, "Hey, Meta, pay us for the free news that you put on your platform." It's like, "Hey," and the Meta was like, no, we're not going to post anymore. We're not going to post any more Canadian news because it's user generated," and they're like, "Well, Canada's like, you're getting our news and you're putting it on your platform," and they're like, "Well, it's free, and we don't want to pay you for this free news that's being sent to everyone." So I guess they had this bill ready for a long time, saying, "All right, guys, any podcasters out there, anyone who's part of the Canadian on landscape, if you make so much money, we're gonna make sure that you can't get that news out there." It's part of the kind of thing where they try to stop the truckers.
So it's basically like government form of extortion.
Yes. Because when we had the truckers go to Ottawa and say, "Hey, Trudeau and Liberal Party, could you like not make us not take the vaccine?" And they're like, "No, you must take the vaccine." They started to make sure that they couldn't get money through like I forget where their places were, but there was a Christian organization in the U.S. that was helping send money to the truckers. And what happens is that they were like, "No, we're gonna freeze their bank accounts." People who are sending money, so they can control. So yeah, basically, we live in China above here. So welcome, hello everyone.
Honestly, it's not even China. It's fucking 1984.
It's something. It just
We're slowly getting to 1984. We are slowly transitioning from the world of cyberpunk to 1984.
so going back in time.
In a sense,
But the very
yes.
concept of it, yeah.
Yeah. There's another game called like 1999 in reverse. I should really
you
check
guys
it
are
out.
wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. It's
George Orwell. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. I haven't read the book, sadly, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like the same thing they were saying with like Clockwork Orange. It's all part of that. A lot of things are not going in the way that they should be if you want to be in a free state.
Yeah, and keep in mind, or the world of Deus Ex. That game, typically the first game, that game predicted so much shit.
Like
the whole Twin Towers falling.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not talking about the yellow one with Adam Jensen, right?
No, I'm talking about with J.C. Denton.
Oh, okay.
I'm not familiar on that one, sadly. But
the original Deus Ex. The one that was made by John Romero's Ion Storm.
Wow, that's the name. Yeah, that one I'm not familiar with. I mean, I seen the memes.
Yeah,
but
But yeah,
That's it.
I highly encourage you guys to play it yourselves. Or I highly encourage you guys to play the game yourself. It's very cheap on Steam right now.
I mean, I bet there's a
So
Let's
you-
Play out there I can watch. But yeah, if I see it on Steam, if there's a Let's Play, first thing I get to, I'll see. But
yeah,
yeah,
the
long story short,
or you know how like you know when the pinko pox was happening, um and you know like people were going on like so basically there was like a virus that was going on in the game.
Huh.
I I don't know why the fuck I said pinko pox, but the people I think who made the virus is like, let it spread across the schools and churches, let the bodies pile up. It's like, what the fuck? I'll day X.
And let me guess, they had like a useless vaccine made for it.
That sounds oddly
yes.
familiar.
Hmm.
Sounds like 2020.
Yes.
Anyways,
By the way, Mr. YouTube man, if you're watching this, we don't know anything that's going on, so don't hit our video, please.
Yeah, please don't fucking fact check our video. I'm not even calling it by its original name.
for comedians.
Yes, but
It won't matter. They'll still find a way.
they will still find a way, and that's the problem. Like like I say, Canada is going to say, "Hey, it's a podcast. If it's because I'm Canadian, I'm airing this podcast. I'm a streamer. If we even get any sponsors or anything like that in the future, most likely Mr. Trudeau will come down and say, "Give me some of that money and register yourself under the what was it, the mutant versus human
Honestly,
act."
I'm pretty. We make no fucking money off this podcast.
Yeah, but it's
Nope, we haven't made
Well, like-
a single penny, but
I'm pretty
one
sure
day,
it's for
maybe.
those people who are like making lots of money. So, but we'll be good until we start making money. Then we'll be bad, and then what happens
Okay,
is we have to
I
move
linked
to
the
US.
video of the intro sequence.
Anyway, that's one of Canadian issues about podcasts. I just want to get out there first. So just in case, something happens, we might have to move this
game-
thing to the US.
To people who are wondering, the game's about $7 on Steam. So
Yeah.
So, if you're willing to shell out the cash, I definitely recommend it.
Right,
No
so-
pressure. But we're all counting on you. Just kidding. I had to swing that in there. But it makes me wonder on that, because if this continues onward, it could be bad for not just us, but it could be bad for a lot of people, because I'm sure there's like people that would still like listen in from Canada, and
Oh yeah, that's right.
they might push some other things too later down the line as well as like, yeah, we're not going to allow this into our country. This is something that
Yeah,
is
like literally, it's cyberpunk slash
seditious.
1984.
I also forgot that in it too was that they're going to ask for like data on the people who are listening. So, you like if when you get money, you also have to register and you have to give the data that like the people who are listening, those who are from different parts of the country would have to give up some data to the Canadian government. So yeah, forgot about that part.
Well, I
So
hope he
just
knows
random-
his neighbors are going to be pissed. So
Yeah,
So
that
Free
doesn't
doxing.
make any sense because you're just gonna have so a random person that just drives by, you have to give up their information just because they just clicked on us one time.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Yeah, like what?
There's probably goes like that.
It's like that's kind of just insult to injury. I'm not gonna be honest with you. That's
insult
like
to injury.
you're going to extort me out of all my money, and now you're forcefully taking extorting wanting me to forcefully extort data out of my listeners.
How the
Okay. Now I'm tracking. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, man, honestly, like, no offense, Kuro, but how the fuck did y'all Canadians, manage to not break out into a riot or wars already?
They keep us sated with one-sided news and
Bread and
free health
entertainment,
and free healthcare
and just like Rome.
and
weed.
and diversity and inclusion.
Oh
United
my
States.
God.
Well,
In a
sated
sense,
it's
almost.
sedated. Sorry, I meant to say sedated, not sated.
Yeah.
Sedated.
Yeah.
Blue states. Sorry, Blue States. Shout out to you guys. Anyways,
Nah, fuck you, Blue States.
yeah, no, that's what I was getting at. Is like, fuck you guys. Fuck you, Colorado. Fuck you, Denver. You smell like shit. Same with you, Seattle. Take it up the ass.
Guys, these guys produce. Those guys produce pot and shitty politics.
No, there would be people literally shooting meth up on the fucking sidewalk.
Really? I
Doing
thought that was San
crack.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, that's San Francisco too. I mean, California's a blue state, so
I'm joking. It was a joke.
Los Angeles too. Fuck you too.
But yeah.
But
Well, we were
yeah,
go
it's just
up or down by some listeners, but okay.
But anyways,
Sorry.
I linked the clip.
Well,
If you're wondering, I linked the clip of like the whole plague thing.
Like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, Bandy. Did you ever got around to finish Cake Trilogy?
Oh no, I couldn't stomach it.
well, I guess
Nope.
on the topic of identities and shit, apparently, according to a couple of sources, Pornhub is going to make it where you have to show your actual license to watch, to even be on their service plan or service site, whether you're just scrolling by or not. But that's like in a few states though.
Honestly, this is why you need to go to other places to relieve yourself. Like this is about time you start searching somewhere else.
Oh, I'm tracking now.
So
Yeah.
So I need a license to watch porn.
Yeah.
License and registration, please.
Oh,
do you have a license for that, you motherfucker?
Yeah,
Sir, I need you to step out of your PC, please, and try not to stroke yourself while walking forward.
Put your hands down.
At this point, we're probably just might have to go back to Playboy.
He's got an erection. Shoot him.
Shoot his erection. It's a dangerous weapon. It's a dangerous weapon. He might.
It's a weapon of mass destruction. Shoot him.
He might fuck us to death.
But anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's wild though. So yeah, the fact that they're doing that now, makes me so glad I don't use them anymore. But
yeah, I don't really use the hub anymore either.
Well, honestly, I haven't really used anything like. I mean, if you look at all the shit that's basically on any of them now, it's like, Jesus Christ, what are we subjugating ourselves to at this point? Because so much of it is absolute garbage.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of cucking going on, like tons and tons of cuck porn. I'm like, why?
That's the new trend. It's
yeah,
been the new trend since 2020. At least.
If you guys are wondering, we here at the Midnight Social Radio, we do not do cuck shit.
I haven't cucked anyone yet, but you never know.
Sometimes I dress up like Superman in the closet.
No.
Oh my God! Stop. Yeah, but yeah, we don't do that cuck shit here.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
no, I ain't for it.
I could try. I mean, it's mostly about the BBC, anyways. So like,
yeah, like what it's like I say this I say this a lot with some of my H friends or Shementai friends. Like making loot stuff is a bit like selling drugs. if that makes sense.
You give one for free forever you're coming back to me.
No,
Oh,
no, I
not
meant like
drug dealer.
no, like
Okay.
simply like the kind of stuff that you make is kind of like what you sell, like certain kinds of reputations about it. So, for example, vanilla, you're doing straight, it's just straight up weed.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like that's like the vanilla ice cream. It's the basic flavor. Like that is
Okay.
like
Yeah.
what the mainstream would probably be more into. Whereas you get into
Then
the stuff with
incest
sprinkles.
is a bit like Molly. Um,
Okay, the
and
harder the substance, the harder the stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cracking.
makes sense.
Funny how we
and,
could say
and if you're
weed
wondering,
and not the other word.
What about
and
cigarettes?
if you're wondering where dude, fuck that.
I mean, like cigarettes. What would that be? If weed is
That's
there, what would cigarettes be on the list? That's like the beginners.
that's softcore.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
It's,
it's stuff you see on
like,
TV.
which, by the way, any real Schmentai connoisseur will tell you, softcore is not a legit tag. It's just a pastime.
So you see the stuff that I saw on TV when I was a kid, passing by on Showcase, with the Red Shoes Diary. That was just me smoking cigarette.
Yes.
All right.
So, and if you're wondering where NTR/cuckoldry falls under, you're doing straight up heroin.
I think everybody kind of gets the analogy at this point. So what's the next subject?
Anyways,
out of
I
there.
have some stuff on my list.
Alrighty, carry away.
So we're back with some more VTuber beef.
Ooh,
Who
VTubers.
now?
So there is a loli VTuber who goes by the name of Honey, and she
dear.
got into a lot of shit for doing a very sensual gesture.
VTubers are like half a body, right?
They can be full body.
Yeah.
Huh. I
They're
mean, but
mainly lewdish, but not nudish.
the only thing lewd I know about VTubers is like they're just scantily dressed. So I'm trying to get like how could this be possible?
I'm gonna try and find the clip, by the way.
Best way to
There's
fool
some that are pretty wholesome.
Like there's like
Yeah.
articulate there's a lot of articulation in arms and stuff like that because most of the times it's just like the body just wobbling back and forth. I mean, I don't watch enough
Yeah.
VTubers like you guys.
Okay, so this is the Twitter clip that caused the stir.
Uh,
Oh, I see.
And aunties are going to auntie, and they had a full blown fit.
And there's 297 comments on this.
Yeah.
Or replies, I guess. Yeah, Oh.
Oh no.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
like,
I don't use X much, but I'm trying to because,
yeah,
trying to
but
get ourselves out there on that. But
That? That's what they're freaking out about?
yes.
Everybody's been doing that gesture since the day they were born.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure me and Kuro came out of the womb doing that gesture.
Well, not really Kuro, but
Hey, we don't know what he does at his pastime. It's just whatever's between him and God. Am I right, Kuro?
Yeah, damn right. Yeah. Anyways.
it's all right.
Anyways,
me too.
yeah.
but yeah, a lot of people were giving shit like this is a fucking child. It's basically just common anti shit. And
I'm surprised no one asked them like the same question that people ask. Are the artists when they draw women? It's like, have you seen a child? They're like everyone wants to think that kids are all like sweet and innocent, but
No, they're not.
No, they're like.
Have you people ever fucking been to any sort of online gaming?
It's not even just gaming. Just go outside and look at your neighbors or over your neighbor's yard and see the kids being a bunch of fucking dicks. calling shelters the F word, the N word, all these other words, and it's like it's not even the parents doing, it's just kids just being kids.
Yeah, kids are
I
cool.
know that's a horrible excuse.
Keep in mind, loli is just a body type,
Like short stack.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically,
basically.
I mean that's really what it is at the end of the day, Overlord. So I mean, you're right on that. That's
It's like
all it is.
did you people not watch fucking Piper Perry or some shit?
Probably not.
I've never watched.
There are
that,
plenty
but
of
I get what you're
chicks
saying.
who have the body of children. Okay.
I can at least think of. Oh shit! If I
Like I
really had
said,
to get into it, I
I'm
can
pretty
at
sure
least think of
Dogboi
20 animes
says-
off the top of my head.
And Dogboi said like he legit met chicks like that.
Exactly.
And yes, they exist. There is nymphos. That I mean, I think that's the term they use for it, mainly for like people that are in the real world. It's where they look a lot like they have like
No.
a youth-ness to them in a sense.
No,
But-
nymphos are sex addicts.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. No, it's like with the body types we're talking about, it's like how you look young. Like you could be like in your 20s, but still like you need to go to school.
So excuse my statement for everybody listening.
Or recently with or a prime case, Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yes, that's a good one.
She's a confirmed loli.
Yeah.
Like, how old
Yeah,
is
she's a loli. What the
Rebecca?
Wait, you asked how old she was, Rebecca?
Yeah.
She's in her late 20s. Mid to late 20s, I think.
So legal lolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that
So
bitch was chugging down drinks like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, when you said lolly, I was like, no. I remember she's hanging out with the gang, and I was like, no, it's legal lolly, as as a term being thrown around now.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, around 20.
yeah, so I think it's just like full on denial. Like the lack of knowledge and just denial is what kind of keeps them going.
Yeah, and same thing with like Tatsumaki from One Punch Man.
Oh yeah.
She's also a lolly. But, as Kuro put it, legal lolly, and same with Fu Xuan from Honkai Star Rail. She is a lolly.
And keep in mind, I often say this a lot, but a lot of them are, a lot of I compare their aunties to console fanboys because they have the similar mindset of like instead of it's a plastic, they try to defend a drawing. Ironically,
Go on.
Ironically, even bringing more of their delusion in.
For me, it's just kind of goes. It's kind of like the soccer moms of the late 80s and 90s during the Devil Scare.
Yeah,
it's like or crying about how GTA is creating mass killers.
Oh yeah.
It's just
They've been saying that
people
shit
were-
as old as time though, like first person shooters and stuff as well. Like, people were saying like, it's because your son plays Call of Duty. That was the reason why he went up and shot the entire fucking school.
like
But
no,
no.
the guy was
yeah.
offered for Call of
and
Duty.
that's what I mean. And that's what I mean. That's what it just feels like whenever I hear these people, talk about whether it's towards lollies or towards just any character in general that is, that is designed a certain way. It's like with a couple of weeks ago with when Fate, the company that did Fate were promoting their summer lineup or summer costume lineup for some of their characters. No, it wasn't Fate. It was Azure Lane. Yeah, Azure Lane. And
and then the CEO is actually a woman.
Yeah,
and I heard nothing but dead fucking silence.
Oh yeah, it's like
dude, people love boobs. Men love boobs. women especially love boobs.
Yeah.
Nectar of the gods.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not my fault that a bunch of 12-year-old 12-year-old non-binary jackasses, like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah.
You're probably playing the same shit. Hell, I played Azure. If you're wondering, I did play Azure Lane when I was 16.
It's been out that long?
Well,
But the reason why I stopped playing is because I felt like it was just not for me.
The only really exposure I had was my friend who Minecraft himself last year. You know, he was really into Azure Lane. But anyways, yeah, it's I was watching this video. What was her name? I'm trying to remember what was her name. But she was saying, and she's on our side, just to be, certain. But remember when I was talking about how all this shit, all this political correctness, started about around 10, 15-ish years ago?
Yeah.
And it was like, and this is where I will play devil's advocate, because this is kind of like where, I guess we see where this is coming from. That for a good bit of decades, like a lot of times, like a lot of us thrusted in our faces were hypersexualization of women, and plus if you were grew up during the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s, quote unquote Xbox Live era, people, our jokes, especially if you want to talk about millennial style joking, is a bit harsh and gritty and dark, and
sometimes even morbid.
Yeah, morbid. Yeah, very much morbid. And so you have a generation of people that are in the industry who are basically, lack of better words, traumatized because of the abuse of hypersexualization of women, abuse of or not abuse, but you can say, let's go with the abuse of family members who were religious, which is a lot of people. And then you have a lot of people who grew up in single mother households because the dads were pieces of shits and didn't want to stick around. And then you just had people that were just overtly bullied either in person or online to the point where they're made to feel like shit. So this is why we kind of have this narcissistic, nihilistic era of mindset, and that people, that the people that are running the company are carrying hatred and bitterness,
Shit.
and putting it into our entertainment. And so that's why there's the whole big hoopla about representation, wanting realism. It's not really about representation or realism. It's more so, and that's just my theory, it's just more so as just projecting a bitter, cynical perspective of the world through entertainment. So that, I mean, if anyone's noticed that a lot of the entertainment in the recent years have been pretty, gloomy. Not just shit, like just kind of like cynical. Like there's like no hope to anything, no hope in life. Everyone's a piece of shit. If you're a certain person, then you have to be this way. And yeah.
Yeah, I think I think that kind of cynicism is, I feel like that is kind of the reason why I stopped watching It's a Gundam.
Oh, I started actually picking him. I started picking him up, and then I started watching. Well, I didn't subscribe to him, but I've been watching his stuff now.
It's just like, yeah, I think that's why I'm still subscribed to the guy, of course, but it's just I just don't watch him as much because all it just is just fucking kind of just self-loathing.
I think I started watching him because of you, because I was thinking that you'd probably watch him, so I said, oh, cool. You may have showed a video, so I started to kind of watching him because of you, just to kind of get like, all right, let me see what Mr. Overlord's perspective is on if he's watching this guy. Maybe these guys are watching him, so let me watch what he's going on. And yeah, I guess I'm new to it, so I don't really see it yet. But I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just gathering information because I do have on my YouTube channel both people from like right, left, center, so I get like a whole span, and I'm not like echo chambering myself to kind of get like, okay, what's the whole thing going on
Me
in the world?
too. Yeah, me too. That's why I try to like keep my stuff as just variety as possible. But I will admit, it's like I've been kind of slowing down on my intake of the news or just podcasts and whatnot. It's just because I'm just sick and tired of hearing all the negativity and all this doom and gloom stuff. So I agree with Overlord about that. I mean, I still watch his stuff from time to time, but it's just like at some point when I'm watching the video and I'm starting just feeling like all overwhelmed with all that shit, I just click off. Wait, later on when I'm good and ready, and yeah, and so it's.
I think I've only felt like that watching like one guy named Geometry, and like he was talking about some girl named like Pearl.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
something Pearl.
I recently, I've just clicked on the dude's channel. It's like, yeah, I'm beginning to understand why I kind of stopped watching him for a sec, because it's just like, wow, it's just all kind of bad.
Yeah, you need a break up
Yeah,
every time now
hell,
and then.
I completely unsubscribed from just some guy in Angry Joe because I'm just tired of their shit.
Oh yeah, fucking just some guy. He has been shooting himself in the foot as I've heard so far.
Non-stop. It's just like, dude, you were cool, but then now all you fucking do is just bitch about far right this and Christians that and white men this. It's like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? Like you were like balanced. Like yeah, even though you were left leaning, you were still like a fair person that was level headed, level minded, and you talked about stuff. And you do your fucking research. And
I think it was I think it was post Cuties. That's where he been shooting out.
Oh damn, really? I noticed it like post Lord of the Rings, the show. I mean, yeah. there was that one episode he did, which I think I mentioned about too. That's just annoyed the shit out of me when he was talking about like that comic issue of X-Men. He was saying all Christians are mad because Jesus is now mutant and shit. But then you just read the comics and it's like, bro, we're all most of them were Christians, most of them were Catholics. They were like, dude, it's just a comic. Why do we fucking care?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something.
I'm looking at like this one. Yeah. It's a Gundam vid, like thumbnail. It's like Sumer saying like I'm gonna say it up front. I will freaking burn my generation down before you guys ever associate me with those animals.
Oh, TikTok and Gen Z and shit.
Yes. If you're wondering, I'm an early Zoomer. I'm what you would call an elder Zoomer. I know that's a bit of an oxymoron.
Elder Zoomer?
If you're born in like the early 2000s,
yeah, like
around that time.
Yeah, from 96 to what 2010s? Yeah, almost around 2010s. Yeah.
Ooh, well, it's like I think it's just like I think it's more like late 2000, like around like late 2000s.
Yeah, let me see. Gen Z years. Oh, from 97 to 2012.
Damn, I am the oldest Zoomer. 97 bitches.
If you're wondering, I'm 2002. But yeah, I will burn my. It's like that Omni-Man quote, like, I will burn this planet down before I ever get associated with these animals.
I'm a triangle with squares and circles. So
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that I thought of that earlier when I was walking over to the store. I was like, man, I am a triangle with a group of squares and circles.
But yeah, it's no, I don't blame you, dude. I mean, honestly, I felt like that with my generation several times growing up. You know, is that like I know, like at some point with each generation, we don't want to be associated with them.
Yeah.
But for you guys, I really do not blame you.
Yeah.
It's also with certain things that you kind of had to deal with, kind of growing up, and then learning certain things kind of
And
to
apparently-
makes it hard to interact with people
yeah.
the same.
And apparently, Zoomers kind of rediscovered cursive. It's just like,
Oh, the cursed
Wow.
language.
yes, and it's just like, do you guys know that I know what cursive is. I can write in cursive,
Mhm.
Not great.
barely. I just can't read it.
Don't they still teach in schools?
It's
I
basically
don't know.
signatures in a sense. I mean, that's what it was originally.
Okay,
I
so
don't
this is what one of my nieces told me. That basically majority of the time they're on like school appointed laptops and computers. So most of the time you probably won't even see them on pen and paper.
Sure.
I guess try to be conserve, trees and whatnot. At the same time, chopping them down to put, useless, solar panels. But or putting in another Walmart or Dollar General.
But yeah,
Fucking.
Circle of life, man.
Yeah,
but
you're
if you
right.
guys are wondering, but yeah, that's but yeah, we learned that in third grade. I learned that in third grade.
Mhm.
Same here.
Same.
Though not a lot of
So-
it stuck, but I
Because
did learn
keep in
it. I
mind,
do remember.
like I think like Gen Xers are kind of the new boomers, ironically.
Yeah, it's fun because they're literally the generation of rebels, or quote unquote, because their whole shtick was that they were want to be more independent, want to be free thinking, want to step away from the status quo, and then you get to our generation, millennials, who took it a step further but added more of a cynical, nihilistic lens to it. And then we get to your generation, which God help you guys.
We just stopped giving a fuck.
Hell, I mean, already with Alpha Generation, they're savages. They are brutal savages. Like good lords, like, and this is why, like, I know I keep saying this. I'm a broken record about this, about the whole pendulum swinging and shit. Yeah, all this, touchy feeling, stuff.
Don't let the fucking go to don't let them fucking have go on online gaming.
Oh yeah, like the whole touchy feeling with with the early millennials and late and Zoomer generation. Alphas, once they get old enough, they're probably going to go right the fuck back into probably worse than how we were, both us and Gen X, and just say like, fuck you Zoomers, you're F word, you're N word, and
you're the gamer word.
yeah. Imagine, hell, I would not be surprised. Their insult for a lot of people now. It's like, I bet you live in a stable household with a loving mother and father who are still together and happily married, and I bet you are proud of your gender.
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, I watched a a skit of like Gen Z like getting bullied as Gen Z, like, and the girl was like, "Hey, yo, give me your lunch money." He's like, Are you broke, bro? It's okay to be broke. Yeah, you fucking brokey. It's like it was basically just one big Uno reverse card, like fucking
But-
broke ass.
But yeah, to wrap, so let's move on from this subject to the next one because I think we kind of beat this horse to death, and I'm all out of resurrection potions.
Yeah, but then why?
Yeah.
Okay. Another on my list. I think we can make this quick. Is the whole Bungie Latin X situation?
Never mind, folks. The horse was taking a nap.
I didn't see flies land on it, so I think we're good.
I still have yet to set it on fire.
Yes.
Yes. The whole
Carried away.
But yeah, the whole and like keep in mind, like the whole Spanish language is based on feminine and masculine things. So a lot of people will use Latino for dudes and Latina for chicks.
Yep.
I actually have a friend who who proposed the idea to go to TwitchCon with me. I think his mom's has the Latina temper. You know, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying, man.
Yeah, because like
No, if she's a full grown Latina woman, yeah, she got that temper all right. Just gotta watch out for that flip flop.
That shit hurts.
Oh, no fucking kidding. I got hit one dose one time. Nah,
I will send you to Jesus.
Buddy, you thought the wooden paddle was bad. Wait till you get a fucking silicone flip flop to your face.
Shit, I remember watching one of my friends get hit with a fucking wooden ladle.
Okay,
All the holes in it, yeah.
Yep, that'll do it. That's all you need is
Yeah.
extra holes in it, and then gives it a lot more momentum.
But yeah, Bungie, they fucked up saying Latinx. Just say Latin, for fuck's sake. Because it makes sense, to say like Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for context for anyone who doesn't know,
Like me.
Or doesn't quite get the context, is that since it's October, right?
Mhm.
So it's apparently National or International Latin Heritage Month.
Or Hispanic Heritage Month. I don't know which one it is.
I don't know either. I kind of like, not to be racist or offensive, on purpose, but I kind of assume it'll be May because Cinco de Mayo. But then
Yeah.
I mean, then that's more Mexico's thing. So that's more international. But yeah. And so to be to show like how inclusive or how tolerant they are.
Yeah.
They basically made a post on Twitter, saying how they, want to do their best to represent, or just to show pride in their Latinos, Latinas, Latini, Latine, Latinx, and Latinze, Latin, whatever else for Latin month, and want to, showcase all their pride and joy, which is funny because they're basically like Blizzard 2.0, because apparently they're also are getting or have gotten sued because someone, I think it's like someone from their HR department, who is a person of color woman, was fired just solely because of her race and gender.
Huh.
That or because she wouldn't fire a person for their race and gender. I think that's what it was. But she was definitely a person of color, and there was also some allegations of sexual assaults on some of the employees over in Blizzard, not Blizzard, but also Blizzard, but also in Bungie. Discrimination, not just to white people, but
so basically it's people saying the gamer word,
or just It's more so like, and this is what a lot of people don't understand what racism is. You know, it's that racism. A lot of people assume it's just shitting on a group of people. That's not it. I mean, it is it. That's a whole lot of it. But
part of it.
It's very much part of it. But it's also when it's mostly like the purest form of it is that when you treat a different group of people or race as special in a particular way from everyone else.
Yeah.
So whether you're being mean or you're being nice, if you're elevating a person just because of their race, that's still racist. If you're discriminating against somebody just for their race or ethnicity, that's still racist. So like let's say like a person walks up to two people, right? A black man and a white man. And they both basically an average person will praise them both. There's like, hey, dude, good job, both of you guys. Y'all fucking kick ass. But a racist person who is in disguise of being inclusive or progressive or being an ally would elevate the black person more, and it completely ignored the white person.
Yeah, that's basically that's how you get Tumblr, if you're wondering.
Yeah. And that's not fair to both the both people.
Yeah.
Because
keep in mind, I wouldn't be that surprised if Mama Overlord actually unironically used Latinx. Because I told you guys this before. I told you guys this before. My mom has drunk the woke Kool-Aid.
Yep.
I threw up every time I tried taking a sip of it, so I couldn't do it.
It's I mean, hell, one of my friends, was fucking sick and tired of white girls, trying to date him because he was black.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Get yourself a cute.
So that shit's annoying.
Yeah, I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah,
just get yourself a cute Asian, people. To all my brutas.
So about the whole backlash and its fold, majority of the people that were shitting on Bungie for using the term Latinx are not what you would imagine like far right, white.
No, they're actually Latinos and Latinas.
Right, and I think like there was a statistic showing that only 2% actually do use the term Latinx, and 60% of the survey said they vividly ferociously hate it. I mean, that's why if anyone saw the memes, it's like how a Latin person would rather be called a slur than be called Latinx, and I believe that. Because you're basically, trying to rewrite a whole culture, a whole history, a whole culture, a whole group of people's identity. The only reason why, I guess we crackers, if you want to call us, are okay with, are letting some of this crap by, is because, honestly, we're a bunch of fucking pussies. We lost our backbone several years ago. So and like I was mentioning earlier, sorry, I'm being cynical and nihilistic, my bad. But yeah, it's like as we just gave an example about Latin moms, the Latin, group of people that I know, they don't really take a lot of shit. They don't. They're hardworking people. Which I guess you could say, well, I was just doing it could be an example of racism because I elevated a race based off their race. My apologies, but still, the point is, it's like what I said earlier stands true. You're basically and of course, it was like the people that started the Latinx, from what I've heard, were white girls, white Californian, girls.
Of course.
Great.
Of course, it's always
California has always done some shit.
It's always like, what is it with white women? Like, damn. But I'm sorry.
Yo, that's
White,
You're right. You're right.
Wow.
it's like I swear to God, it's like the group of people that has like the biggest egos, huge savior complex, are white fucking women.
And they wonder why they're not so attractive.
And it's mostly the ones that like have an art degree or liberal arts degree,
Oh boy.
or lives in like a blue state. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, God damn it, like for fuck's sake.
It's fucking
I can agree.
this is why a lot of dudes are becoming passport bros now.
They wonder why like there's so many dudes are incels. You know,
Or like I said, just being passport bros.
Just go to a different country.
I mean, yeah. Why do you think so many dudes are experiencing that yellow and jungle fever? That's so horrible, but it's true.
Hey man,
it is.
I gotta tell you for sure. I ain't into white women. I am into my own and Asians. So
I primarily go for Asian women. I'm not gonna lie.
I shit you not, Kuro.
Yeah.
I think I told you this before, but I've there's a couple of my black friends that swore off black women. I remember in high school, I shit you the fuck not. I was hanging out with some of my bros, over at their house, and they lived. It was a black neighborhood, yeah. And they gave me like this huge speech about like the differences in the skin color, like the difference between light skin, dark skin, especially with women. And you're more than welcome to debunk this or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because it just might be a southern thing, a southern regional thing or whatnot. But it's just like this dude, looked me dead in the windows of my soul and said, "Gamer word. If you do get with the sister, go for the light skins. Because you get with the black skin, you ain't gonna get nothing but a fucking headache."
Okay, I can see why. Because I can see why from his perspective.
I was just like, what? That cannot be that bad. And as I look over to his homeboy, it's like, and he's like shaking his head, like like he's terrified, like he's having like Vietnam flashbacks or something. Like I don't know what girl hurt.
I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Wow.
Like,
I remember that day when I flew in from the choppers. And I met a woman for the first time, and turns out she was not the one I thought she was going to be.
And what was ironic too, because there was one girl who was a dark-skinned black girl, and I thought she was very cute, and I was thinking about asking her out.
Yeah,
I didn't wound up asking her out because she was wound up dating somebody else, and funny enough, it was a white guy. So, yeah, I missed the punch. But the point is, it's like, it's like the whole point is, it's like, damn, I totally forgot how we even got in this conversation.
Dude, you're telling a story about how your bros told you not to
before
date
that, but yeah, it's insane. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, and I got like a good bit of friends that do have Asian girlfriends. So there's that.
Hey.
I remember this one guy in one of my college classes, my college class, and I made a character, for the Dogboi comic, who had the same name as he did, and it was just coincidence. And he was asking me questions like is he a gamer? Yeah, kind of. Does he ride a motorcycle? Yeah. Does he like Asian girls? Yeah, he's currently dating one. And he's like, yes. It's like, bro,
It must be subconscious. You're putting all the good
It has
traits
to
in there.
I think anime has something to do with it. Kung fu movies.
But yeah,
God
I
bless
think
anime.
but yeah, it's like
Yeah, white women ruin
I
society. That's what we're
okay,
talking about.
so you guys want me to go next on my list?
Yeah.
Yes, let's move on. I think we
Okay,
butchered that story,
so-
honestly.
Okay, so here's the last, I guess, lighthearted one that's on like somewhat lighthearted one, so that's gonna be on my list. Is the
Mhm.
Southpark
Oh.
panderverse announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that earlier. What was it? Yesterday
I
morning.
watched the trailer for it.
Oh god, yeah. From what? Okay, so what's the situation there, my man?
So essentially, to pander to the quote unquote diversity shit, they decided to, replace the South Park characters, the South Park boys with, female characters of different races.
Except for Kyle.
Nah, he got race swapped too.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Uh,
Yeah, let me see if I can find the pictures of them.
I was watching the trailer.
I gotta admit, Kenny does look the female Kenny does look kind of cute.
Let me see if I can find it again. Because I know I was watching a trailer of it on YouTube.
All right, here it is.
Gotta find it.
I mean, of course she's cute. She's Asian.
Hell yeah!
she honestly, when I saw the picture, I just immediately thought of what was her name from Big Hero 6, Go-Go?
Yeah, a lot of people were comparing her to that. And this also adds to the trend of gingers being replaced by a dark skinned chick or someone who's dark skinned.
Yeah.
Because Kyle's a ginger.
Yeah, and Hollywood hates, Irish redheads.
Which, by the way, any redheads, just hit me up on Twitter. Okay, I'm done. Okay, for right now, I'm done being down bad.
I'm not any thick booty Asian girls. Hit me up. I'm done. I'm joking. But for real though, like I'm serious. It's like I don't know if Kuro got the showing, but it's like look at the who they have for Kenny and look at Go-Go.
Yeah, that's actually very
Go-Go on these nuts.
similar.
This guy.
This guy.
Saw that.
Gee, just kidding.
But yeah. So from what I read, it's like they're making fun of Hollywood, as they should and as they normally do. Anyways,
I mean, to be fair,
Oh yeah, they don't hold back.
Yeah, they don't give
No.
a fuck. They just they could just lick his.
they are the very definition of equal opportunity. Like no matter who or what you are, they'll go after you.
Yeah, that's true. South Park has been that for like the longest time. I remember watching, I think it was Clownfish, and they're saying that the people on Twitter are saying it's like, oh, how come they're going after us now? Because what happens is
It's
like they've been
bitch,
going
they-
after.
opportunity. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's just they've been going after one side. Like, oh, now they're going back after us. Like this makes they didn't like that,
They like keep in mind during like I think it was like an Emmy nomination where Trey Parker was nominated for Blame Canada. Matt and Trey were high that entire time.
Oh yeah, they
They were high on acid.
Mm-mm.
they were just blasted into space, man.
Like they could not give a fuck less.
Oh
Yeah, no, and they never have and never should. So I think there was like one moment I remember that gave me a scare. I don't remember what it was,
I think
But
if I remember correctly, it was like the whole 200 and 201 episode.
yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah,
That might
where
have been it.
they literally got threatened if they ever showed the Prophet Muhammad.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, but they wound up doing so. Not
Yeah.
once, but twice, which is funny because they did the whole joke with Family Guy using Muhammad.
Yeah. I'm remembering the plot right now.
Yeah, and
Oh my goodness. That episode.
That was fucking hilarious.
I was remembering. I was like, oh yeah, that's how they did it.
all right,
Hmm.
but yeah, essentially, South Park is just doing its normal stuff. They could just lick his nuts for all they care.
Yeah, and yeah, for anyone who really doesn't quite understand the whole thing with South Park.
Yeah, because you guys are fucking tourists and you guys watch the fucking COVID specials.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take
yeah,
it from a South Park who's been a fan since he was a teenager. South Park is more crazy.
Oh yeah, take it from a guy who was a fan of not only South Park but the Boondocks as well.
The Boondocks was a good one.
Amazing.
Good that he brought them up. Because
Yeah,
that was something that I grew up with.
What happened to season 5? Isn't there supposed to have a season 5?
There was supposed to be a season 4.
Season 4, okay.
But no, yeah,
there was going to be another Boondocks.
Yeah, another season 5. Yeah, John Witherspoon passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kicked the bucket.
But they didn't.
Yeah, I forgot there was 4 seasons.
Yeah, and in season 4, if you guys are wondering, Aaron Magruder was not part of it.
That's why they remember it because you could feel it.
Yeah, when the creator leaves their project. But is it still greenlit, or they just kind of said no, never mind, and just threw it away?
They remain quiet.
Yeah, they had it written and stuff, but they never actually pushed it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same with the new what was supposed to have been another Friday movie, but just like with Boondocks after John Witherspoon died, they had to cancel it.
Okay.
Because I think someone did an interview with the guy who actually did the voice acting for Uncle Ruckus, and I think he was going over that.
Yeah.
Okay, so another
allegedly.
Okay, this is officially the last of the lighthearted topics I have for my list. The other one is just going to be straight down to hell.
Oh, so the skin, it's
yeah. Be happy I'm easing you all into this.
Yeah.
So the CrunchyRoll lawsuit just got finished, and to any CrunchyRoll customer who is paying or not paying, you can get $30 off them.
Yeah.
So essentially, a class action lawsuit was held against CrunchyRoll for taking users' data, and they won, and you are now entitled to $30.
Maybe I should start using CrunchyRoll.
Honestly,
damn, I should have continued my subscription.
Well, that's the neat part. You can actually still get it.
This is for paying subscribers, right?
This is for both free and paying customers.
Oh, hold on! I gotta go find my old account.
Well, how long ago was this? Like when they were selling the data? Like were they doing this as the dawn of time, or were they?
I think it was just I think it was around when Sony was part of it.
Oh, Sony.
Yeah, when they merged with Sony or something.
Because Funimation was owned by Sony, and then Funimation bought out CrunchyRoll, and then they were like, "We're gonna keep the name, so CrunchyRoll, you're coming with us." The name, anyways, yoink.
Yeah, it's CrunchyRoll dubs on the Funimation channel, which is honestly pretty sad.
I think I was subscribed to
I
one of them.
So I remember back in middle school, middle school, there was this app. It was just simply called Funimation, and you could just watch like a handful of anime on your phone. There was like a free version, a paid version. The paid version was like $10,
Mhm.
and you could just watch like a handful of anime. It's like, yeah,
But
it's actually pretty cool. That's how if you're wondering, that's how I watched Panty and Stocking
I had
on my iPhone 4, watching Panty and Stocking in fucking middle school.
I watched it on some site. I don't remember where. It's been 2012. So like I watched it somewhere. Mostly,
But
like I
yeah,
said, I watched it pirated, but I don't know where.
but
Somewhere it is.
they stopped service when they implemented Funimation Now. So
Yeah, I've only used Funimation on the PlayStation, and I had a yearly subscription. That was back in like 2021, and I stopped after 2022.
yeah, you're essentially entitled to $30. So I hope you guys enjoy. And hope you guys get something delicious with that $30.
Nice steak dinner. No, I
Yeah.
didn't. I don't think I have an account with them.
But
So.
I hope this will be a bit of a lesson towards, because we could talk about all day with the streaming wars and shit like that. Because unfortunately, there isn't really that much competition within the anime industry for when it comes to like streaming and shit like that. The only real competition is piracy.
Yeah,
You're not wrong there.
not wrong.
And
You're not wrong.
they and turns out they got and keep my Funimation, if I remember correctly, Sweeney Right Stuff Anime, which is has like all the anime merch and shit like that, is
Mhm.
also kind of under Sweeney's umbrella.
Don't he? Yeah.
Yeah, because they just bought out one figurine company, so now they have a lot more figurines under their belt.
So Sony owns anime in the West.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Basically.
That's
Because like
sounds like.
the method that a lot of my people, myself included, will often say this to you: just pirate the anime and buy the merch, because the merch actually is the real money maker.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. They're like the Yeah. No. Yeah. I was gonna say something else, but it didn't click in my head. But yeah, no, you're right. It basically comes out of the merchandise.
Not what about the DVD and the Blu-ray and DVD sales?
I mean that also
there's
kind of
merch?
falls under the realms of merchandise.
Okay, yeah.
It kind of falls under that umbrella.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
There's
So yeah, it's like,
go ahead.
so it's like openly just like fuck these guys, fuck Sony and Funimation, because like let's say like I want to watch, I don't know, I think it was like Uzaki-chan or something. I'm just throwing this out there. And one season is in fucking Crunchyroll, another season is in fucking Netflix, and another season is in goddamn Hulu. I'm just using it as an example.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Uzuki-chan. Wants to
Yeah,
hang
I'm
out.
just using it as an example.
That's a fair example. There's definitely a few, but that's actually a good one to throw on there.
I think like JoJo also is like in 2 different places.
And if you're wondering about
Yeah.
Right Stuff being owned by Crunchyroll, essentially all the adult stuff will no longer be there. In fact, by the time it's there, I'm here right now, and the adult stuff is, I don't think it's no longer there anyway.
So yeah, using a streaming site would be your best source at this point.
Just pirating it is just a better option.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I was just saying it softly. Arg, streaming source.
Yo,
Pirating
ho, ho,
source.
Yeah.
One Piece. Okay,
Yeah.
Am I?
One Piece is out of the question for me to catch up on it. I'll probably be 40 at the time when I actually finish the series.
I'll wait till
But,
till they find the One Piece and they'll be pretend I was
but
always there.
yeah. So there's no, when you're under Sweeney's umbrella, there's no adult stuff.
They do have a really tight restriction with a lot of shit too, especially on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I can vouch for that.
Yeah, and it's like, you guys were fucking known for this. Why change?
I'm gonna say, well, obviously the money.
Dude, the money was already there. Like, a lot of weebs are going to go to, because a lot of fan service games, a lot of weebs buy PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, they started
Yep.
taking, but
They
then
have the biggest anime source, so there's certain games that are only available on the PlayStation as well. Like,
And it's just like,
but
I
they
think it's
started-
just like what you said, Kuro. It's just like, it's more about growth, really.
okay.
And they thought they can grow their profits by appealing to the loonies.
So they were listening too much Twitter. Or
Yeah.
I guess they just went woke and now, well, under.
I think it was the interspecies reviewers that kind of was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back,
How so?
because like interspecies reviewers, I'm pretty sure after interspecies reviewers, which is essentially a group of dudes reviewing monster girl brothels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you could keep that kind of just Twitter loonies are going to Twitter loony, and I'm pretty sure you can connect the dots from there.
I didn't think they had a problem with I didn't think they had a problem with the anime. I didn't think they even watched it, but I found they're more, attacking anything that has a loli in it more than they're going for
Well,
anything.
it's specifically like any anime character that isn't wearing a burqa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like with the whole localization thing, or like I was talking about earlier tonight, that there are some of these people that are legit working in this industry that hate it.
Yeah.
That hate what's
Which-
about.
Which I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, hell, I think I saw a post somewhere, I'm trying to find it, but it was somebody,
Oh shit!
basically it just was just sick and tired of the localizers, changing up, the language or the translation of the Japanese content, and so they made a whole ass legal accords outline where, because I think this person was like also a lawyer, I think, but basically that's like that legally, puts localizers into like an ethics, ordinance, where they don't, fuck with the stuff. But to go and so with them, and majority of these localizers are, like as Overlord said, are under the Sony banner. CrunchyRoll, that's the biggest, contributor to a lot of these localization problems. Funimation, where else? But yeah, I mean, hell, I was just watching something the other day where I noticed that they were using like Western terms, and
and keep in mind they are also censoring out their old games. For
Yep.
example, Oculus Trip, Undead and Undressed, the game itself got fucking censored, even though the game has been released years ago.
Mm-hmm.
we got to put some black bars on this.
Or cut out scenes in general.
That too.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 has been lobotomized 100 times, because every time they come up with a new Resident Evil 4, they have to take out something that they like. Oh, that must offend people. Like
I stopped playing Capcom games after. Ooh. Shoot. I'm trying to think. So, Dead Rising.
3?
Well, I never really got into the actual Resident Evil series until recently, and the last thing I did was Resident Evil 2, and I didn't even really get that far into it.
Yeah.
But that's mainly gameplay. It wasn't really the shit they were doing, so I can't really relate on the censorship on that.
Yeah.
But
Capcom.
with the way that
Yeah.
other games have been going, I can't really imagine that it's
Yeah, a lot of it's mostly due to the ESG and BlackRock. So that's
Yeah.
what I also kind of think too is like why they're even censoring because they want that ESG money, which is ridiculous
actually,
because
ESC is slowly dying out,
oh,
ironically.
thank God.
Well, that's
But
nice.
they gotta but here's the thing: we gotta make sure it's actually fucking dead.
you
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
poke it with a stick.
You gotta double tap it.
120-foot stick with a shotgun at the end of the stick to make sure
But
it's
yeah,
dead.
so the next is going to be BlackRock, which
Oh, that was not
essentially
going to die out.
give it some time. If
It's
ESG
not
can
going to.
fucking collapse under its own weight, so can BlackRock.
Oh,
No, that's backed by something else, sadly. So that's a whole nother ballpark.
what's causing the
Not going to
ESG
get into that, but
Yeah, we're not going to
There's
get into that
also
rabbit.
there's also Tencent as well.
Oh, yeah, China.
Isn't Tencent like the equivalent of a fucking liquor store now?
They're more of an equivalent of like just like Disney. It's like so many companies are under their belt, and since they're directly, working with the Chinese government, so yeah.
Okay, so this one's a bit outdated, but here's like the article I was talking about. Fuck's sake. BX.
Tencent lost 650 billion in value
And that's
since
from
early.
2022.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
I've
hell?
heard of Tencent before.
Yeah, they mostly do a lot of what they're known for. Used to were mostly mobile game. But Tencent,
If you're
wound up.
wondering, Kuro and I did actually talk about this in one of the podcast episodes. For any listeners who are listening to this,
I wish I remember what number that was. I would have said it.
But yeah. So yeah. In conclusion, we us anime fan, and it's like and I'm also I need to get this off my chest. Fucking anime tourist, bro. Like, can you not understand you're new to the whole scene? But a lot of the stuff that we do is just normal to us.
Yeah, really, it's like honestly, before anyone like gets into like anime or gaming in general, there should be like at least one friend that's like really in the trenches that needs to like a veteran, I should say, that needs to like just go up to these people and just be like, give them the rundown. Like, are you certain you want to get in here? But this is what you're going to be getting, and it's
Like,
fine.
do not ask me why we like certain things. Do not ask us why that chick is fighting a giant monster in a bikini. Don't ask us why we occasionally Naruto run. Don't ask us why we fucking spend fuck tons of money on figurines. That's just how we are. Let us rock.
We need to give them an anime Sherpa, so they can climb up this mountain, so they can experience it for themselves and not die on the Mount Everest and complain. I died on Mount Everest because I didn't get the guidance I needed, and I hate this place. So tear it down.
Right.
But yeah,
And stuff like that, it's like makes me kind of. I really hate to say this, that we still kind of gatekeep anime
there's always
gaming.
there's
like I hope one day anime will just go back to just being a niche thing.
Yeah,
Because
it's like don't get me wrong, it is nice to see like some of my normie friends be interested in something I enjoy, but at the same time too, though, it's like I don't want to be at the cost of like actual fucking losers coming in and changing the whole place up because they don't like one or two things.
Yeah,
I'll say I'm an anime snob too, but yeah, changing other things, that's unacceptable.
I mean, just look at what they did to fucking Castlevania Nocturne.
Oh yeah, they fucking race swapped everything. Ironically, the thing that Southpark is mocking.
Yeah, it was not even just the race swapping thing too. They neutered fucking Richter. For anyone who's not familiar with the Castlevania, lore, Richter is dubbed as one of the best of the Belmont, one of the strongest ones, and to the point where he became actually the villain of Symphony of the Night with Alucard.
Best game ever.
Yeah. Yes, amazing game.
All I think about is whenever I think of Richter Belmont, all I think is the fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night cutscene, like, die, monster!
You don't belong in this world.
Man, it's like, okay, once we get into my sector, I guess, because I do have some anime stuff to talk about as well, but yeah, and this is what I kind of like. Don't get me wrong, the first 3 seasons of Castlevania was great. But tell you the truth, it's just I feel like it could have been better. I don't care much for the audio, for the voice acting. It just sounds like they're whispering in my ear, and it bothers me. The excessive profanity. It's like some of you guys are just saying "fuck" just for the sake of it. Like, I know we're pretty, we have a foul mouth on here, but there's a difference when we're just like a bunch of bros, shit talking, versus
you just say fuck every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I found this.
Yeah, you're not.
Sorry to interrupt, but video games. They've been saying the F word. What's the difference? I mean, I know, but Dogboy, what do you think is the difference between the video game saying F word and the anime TV shows saying F word? Do you think we've become like?
I'm actually glad you asked that because I was having this discussion with one of my buddies. Or what was it? Earlier this week, but we were talking about like films and stuff, and it's like everybody knows Quentin Tarantino's movies. How he designs his films, right? They were basically the Grindhouse before Grindhouse films. But it's like what makes Quentin Tarantino's films so great is that one is character building. That's what it really ultimately is. And a lot of times, yes, there's a lot of profanity in his films. And it's like it's practically a running joke. It's like if you don't see a lingering shot of a woman's foot, because he has a foot fetish. Excessive swearing and the use of the gamer word, or amounts of blood, ass, and guts, at least somewhere towards the final act of the film, then you're not watching a Quentin Tarantino film. No. But when it comes to like when you swear, there's a way that you can make yourself sound elegant. It's weird, but you can make yourself sound sophisticated and like an actual civilized person. Yeah, instead of just swearing just for the sake of it, because there's a flow to it. There's one context of it, why you're swearing in the first place. What specific reason are you using this in what type of sense? What's your environment? What's going on?
The emotion behind it.
Right. If like, and I'll get two examples and I'll make it quick. It's like you have a scene where you have, two characters having dinner, outside of a lovely restaurant in New York. Sunny, bright, and then all of a sudden, one of the characters in a business suit. Both these characters are in business suits, by the way. And now I'm not just referencing Wall Street, but that does come to mind.
What are you guys talking about?
I was talking about like
I had to go out for a week.
I'm talking about like the how, like, what makes it, what point does it make swearing in animation and film and games does it get to unbearable or cringe? And I was just giving like an example.
You start dropping when you start dropping F bombs for like 0.2 seconds, that's when it starts getting cringe. Every
that's what I was. Yeah, every 2 seconds, there's like no reason for it. There was one thing that I saw that actually gave an example, like from the game versus the animation. When Richter was introducing himself, he in the game he said, "I'm a Belmont. I simply hunt vampires." Right to the point, elegant. In the animation, I don't want to call it anime. But in the animation, he says, "I'm a fucking
I'm Richter
Belmont,
fucking Belmont.
I'm Richter fucking Belmont. I fucking slay monsters."
Okay, that's too much effort. Wow.
Yeah, and he sounds like a barbarian when he says that.
I get the one. There's just too much f bombs in the way. I guess they're trying to go edgy, and they're like, yeah, whoa, but it's like, we get it. Enhance the sentence once. You don't need to enhance the sentence again.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay. So
yeah.
Let's move. Yeah, that's
I think I beat the horse.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting into the slowly transitioning from the gray to about like the warm gray. Jada So we're gonna talk about some recent stuff.
Oh, wow.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, and specifically with Jada Pinkett Smith saying like they've been separated since 2016.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm still surprised that Will hasn't recovered and got some self-respect if they've been separated that long.
So wait, did she cuck him or not? She
did.
So wait,
she does.
Okay. No, but I'm trying to find the timeline between the part where she started begging.
Remember, like let's be like I said, Jada is a gaslighter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Will is still there. Sorry, I should get in front of Mike. Will
it
was still there, and they're separated. But yet he's no, go on.
He's
they
still
just
married
weren't officially. Yeah, they were married, but they were separated, and that's a weird thing. So by law, they're still together until they finalize the divorce.
Yeah, in her autobiography, she still has her undying love for Tupac, which I understand.
He's dead.
Like you still love the dude, but for fuck's sake, move on, you dumb bitch.
Maybe Tupac's alive because remember the daughter wrote a letter saying, "Tupac, please come." Like when after the whole slap, the daughter wrote a letter to Tupac saying, "Come, like my mom's sad" or something like that. Is he maybe he's still alive? Maybe they're trying to hide him for some reason.
I don't know, but I hope Will gets better when the whole divorce thing finalizes mentally, because I feel like the clips we've seen, my dude's getting gaslit.
Yeah, and when she said like that, the whole reason why for the slap, why the whole Will and Chris Rock fiasco started was because Chris Rock hit up Jada Pinkett Smith shortly before. Wanted to take her out on date because he heard about her being separated. Which I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, I don't believe that.
I think it was just, like I said, directed at the joke of G.I. Jane 3.
Yeah.
Jane 2. I'm sorry, I'm a bit buzzed right now.
I'm just trying to piece this horrible life of Will Smith together.
It's a weird
basically,
that's all I can get into.
Yeah, basically, gaslighter. Basically, gaslight victim is refusing to leave because the gaslighter won't let her.
Oh, can you just walk away? Like, what? Why are you letting this happen to you, man? Just walk away. Everyone else could just walk away. Many families.
Either she has some dirt on him, or that he's just that madly in love with her.
Maybe he likes it. Maybe he's pretending.
I think it's a bit of the second one, plus being in a bit of a mentally abusive household. Which, by the way, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not none of those things. I'm just some dude on the internet just giving his thoughts and opinions on shit. So do not take my word for any of it. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
But I think it's the second one, but with some with mental abuse and emotional abuse,
gaslighting and all that.
Yeah. Honestly, Jada just. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jada has the face of Kuro.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're
my voice
echoing.
leaking.
I'm echoing?
Yes.
Or your mic is echoing him.
That's a first. I don't hear on my side.
That you never really do. It's usually us on this end. But now it's stopped apparently. I can't hear echo.
But yeah, Jada just looks like a full-on gaslighter. I'm not gonna lie.
She's got that stink face.
Yeah. All right. Ultimately,
he will recover.
The reason why, so they have been separated since 2016, and hopefully, when the divorce thing is finally done, or whenever it's done, or whenever the divorce is finally settled, Will can hopefully mentally recover.
He will be a free man.
Yeah.
Free will now.
Okay, so we're going into the darker topics.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tip of the iceberg.
One, the Yandere dev situation.
Wait, he's back?
Yes.
I saw. You know what? I saw something on YouTube, but I was like, oh, people are still doing documents on him. I didn't know he was back.
No, Yandere dev groomed a fucking 14-year-old.
How do you think he made the game?
It's just like,
really? Wow.
Yeah. So the thing, it just went. So yeah, everything about the Yandere dev has kind of been gone to shit lately. Well, gone to even more shit. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be a hard thing to pull back from.
Okay, so history. Run down just brief history of Yandere dev. What I heard, from some things. So he created a game. He lost his game. He had a Discord, and I don't know where the cum chalice came from. I guess he was kicking people off his Discord, and he lost his game, and I guess he went dark or something like that. And now he's back, or has he always been around? Because I did watch a video, but then it's like it ends where it's like he was kicking people off his Discord, and people are doing speed runs on like how fast he can get kicked out of Discord. And then
the only thing I ever heard of him was the fact that he lost, the game to the other company. I didn't hear anything about Discord or any of this.
Tiny Build. Damn. Yeah. If you guys are wondering, he was once part of Tiny Build.
What's that?
It's essentially like a whole team meant for helping out with games and shit like that. Tiny
I don't know.
Bill.
Are they still working on the game? 'Cause-
Okay, yeah, they're an indie game developer and publisher.
Okay.
That's what Tiny Build is, if you guys are wondering.
Okay.
But like, are they?
And it was only brief, however, because of essentially the person who was working with the Yandere dev. He said the coding was all the way up to shit.
Oh.
Yeah, like watch a few videos about Yandere dev's coding, and it's like,
I mean, the thing about it is that yeah, okay, well, we didn't get the Yandere game, but we did get other Yandere games. I have referred to Psycho no Saketsu by Hebron,
Yeah.
which actually he put an update on his YouTube, and I knew he was gonna put an update on YouTube because I was like, this guy only updates during October, but still no update to the game itself, and I'm still waiting for an update to the game so I can play Nightmare Mode, and thousands of other people are too, so not just me. So the game is
Alright,
kind of unfinished. But then, yeah, there's a bunch of people who made their own Yandere games. I guess in the same time era.
okay, here's Rev says Desu's video on it. But yeah, the whole Yandere dev situation, essentially, yeah, he was allegedly grooming a 14-year-old, and so I'm just waiting for more things to develop or at least settle down so we can get like the proper picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's. Oof.
All right,
That's a
kids.
biggie.
Here's the darkest topic I have right now, actually.
Darkest topic.
All right. So, double standards, right? Well, prepare for this shit. A female student who is now arrested because she banged her special needs ADHD student.
What?
So, basically, a female teacher
Yeah.
banged a male student with ADHD, and Twitter's gonna Twitter, and it's just like, damn, I wish that was me. And it's like, can we not for 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Like for 5 fucking seconds.
Okay. I thought I was going to go. I thought I was going to go I was going to go the other way around because the Southpark meme where what happens is that the teacher slept with one of the students and they're like nice.
Oh, Ike.
Yes, and ironically, I wouldn't be that surprised if they were also unironically South Park stans.
Yeah. Also, I guess the person is ADHD, so that's just taking advantage of their mental health. Now that's the part where it's like, no. All right, well, go on.
I mean, I mean, just sleeping with a student in general is bad.
Oh yeah, that's
Sorry,
true.
I'm kind of confused. Like, what makes the ADHD thing really that necessary?
It's like it's being taken advantage of. Your whole disability and shit like that. Like you're mentally disabled. You're kind of special needs. You need some Adderall and some shit like that.
Yeah, not in the right mindset. I mean, if
wouldn't recommend Adderall, by the way.
I know. I'm just using it as an example.
For sure. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have ADHD too, and one of my friends, he got the blunt end of the stick of it, I guess you could say. But I guess it's just like I don't know. It's like I know it's like a mental illness thing. I just never really consider it like that bad. I mean, it's bad. It depends like if you have it like full blown, but I don't know. Never mind. Ignore me.
I guess it's a case by case kind of thing,
Yeah, it's
some people say, hey, you know like, what?
Oh, go on. Yeah, back to the whole thing about like the teacher.
Which I thought you meant like the kid was Down syndrome's autistic type level.
Yeah.
But that's still bad regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope that I actually do hope that the fucking bitch teacher gets arrested.
Yeah. She'll probably get a lighter sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Community service.
Honestly, if this was like, I think Florida, they would fucking give her the death penalty because they actually legalized that.
Yeah, they legalized it.
And I forget. You know what? I forget. There's the death penalty.
I wonder
Death penalty is
I
with
wonder
her.
how they would do the execution. I'm thinking of firing squad.
Lethal injection.
Yeah, lethal injection is to go to.
Yeah, but
The
let's be honest here.
cheapest.
Lethal injection, like there is some liabilities, and you don't want to, and you don't have, and doctors kind of swear by an oath and shit like that.
Yeah, we need to bring back the guillotine. What?
I mean, to be
That's
fair,
a classic.
the guillotine is actually, what I heard, was actually quick and painless.
Yeah.
I'm cool with spooking some horses.
Oh, the tying court.
Yeah, tying bulls.
Two opposite directions. Spook some horses.
I mean, what about the Iron Maiden? You
You
could use that, right?
I mean, we could always go full blown Salem, and just
Salem witch trials. Shit.
Being burned at the stake.
Or burn the pedo in this instance.
But yeah, I'm thinking. I was honestly thinking more of a firing squad.
That's a waste of good bullets.
Yeah, seems like if you're more of a criminal, you get the firing squad. You get the same thing. Your lifestyle determines your death style, kind of thing. You know, like if you're a criminal, it seems like you get a firing squad.
Or you might get the electric chair.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we could get even worse with this and just bring up like a certain scenario that happens in adult animation.
I mean, the horse.
Or better yet, redo healer style.
I was honestly thinking of doing some medieval shit. If you guys don't know, there's a thing called the Scavenger's Daughter.
Yeah, I know about that.
Why do I feel like this is going to be really bad?
I know nothing about it, but I'll look around.
I don't either, but just the name of it is giving me the sneaking impression that this is bad.
Watch 1,000 Ways to Die about it. What? I'll link it.
No, thank you. I've watched enough 1,000 Days to Die, and I'm not gonna watch any more of it.
What, 1,000 Ways to Die? Why?
Dude, some of the episodes were fucking too much. I didn't even get past the first season. I think I only got like 3 episodes in, and I was like, all right, I'm done here. I could not stomach it. That was, ugh.
What is this kink shit I'm looking at?
Okay, so the one that I remember of the 1,000 Ways to Die, and I don't want to get too sidetracked on this, but there was an episode where a burglar was breaking into a woman's place that was into BDSM. Guy had the most disgusting breath, and she died from vomiting, suffocation from her own vomit.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
Yep, and I stopped after that episode. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, and essentially, and if you guys don't know what the hell a 1,000 Ways to Die is, it's basically like a way of
It was a series. It was a TV show that aired in the late 2000s, 2010s, on Spike TV on cable for you kids that don't know, and just showcased like a literal 1,000 ways of how people of all these weird, bizarre ways people die, from dying from taking a shit, dying from decapitation, from kissing their partner while riding the car, literally stupid shit.
It was either in like, if you were wondering, it was either through Tales of Karma or through various Darwin Award winners.
Yeah, that's what the show basically is, just Darwin Awards, the series. But yeah, so anyways, going on from here, yeah, that's yes, that lady definitely needs to, be dealt with. Of course, with justice, so on and so forth. Uh, so what's next?
That was pretty much all I had in my list.
All right,
Okay.
I got one quick
Actually,
one.
Oh, okay. Kuro's got one.
I got one quick one. All right, so let's make this quick. Hey, you know the Nazis?
Oh
what
boy,
the
where's this
Yahtzee?
going?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So apparently, we had one in Canada, and everyone was applauding them for like.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
Yeah. So we had one of our Nazis, and one of the speakers had introduced a Nazi, and he was like, I think, sorry, oh yeah, one of the speakers introduced the Nazis, and everyone clapped for him, and not knowing that it was a Nazi from the war, and he was he was fighting for Ukraine, during that war a long time ago, but he was a Nazi fighting for Ukraine, and so everyone was giving applause and didn't know he was, and then they're like, wait a minute, he's a Nazi. We don't like Nazis. Uh-oh. And then the whole world is now making fun of us. Everywhere you go, everyone knows Canada is messing up every single time. So just want to bring that up.
To be fair, you guys have been the butt of jokes for a while.
I know.
Not just because you guys are like, stereotypically nice and love your maple syrup and mooses and snowman and all that. But it's just like how fucking woke you guys are.
Even the British are making fun of us.
Yeah, exactly. Like the British of all people. What about the French? The French making fun of you guys?
Huh?
Has the French started making fun of you guys yet?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them yet. But everyone,
okay,
everyone.
They're probably still having their revolution going on, their protests and stuff. So burning Paris down.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot about that place.
We can also briefly talk about the McDonald's ad.
Oh yeah, we can talk about. I was going to mention that this just recently came about, but apparently, Sssniperwolf just doxed a guy, a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, Jack's films. Yeah, we could talk about that actually. Yeah,
I don't know much about it, but yeah.
So essentially, Jack's films was essentially criticizing Sssniperwolf for essentially having reaction content, which I could care less about it. Yeah. I used to be very abrasive towards it. Was just like, I kind of accepted it as a part of the YouTube ecosystem as much as I don't like it.
Yeah.
But so essentially, he was criticizing her for why YouTube is protecting and promoting her.
Yeah,
and keep in mind, keep in mind, like Leah, which is Sniperwolf's real name, by the way, she has generally just made low effort content in the first place. Ever since she started YouTube.
What is her content?
Just reaction.
Oh,
really? It's just
it used to be gaming and cosplay, but she transitioned to reaction. Yes.
Yeah,
she was on Fortnite for a while too, wasn't she? She had like an avatar that was sponsored.
I don't know about the avatar, but I know she was playing Fortnite along with everybody else.
No, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. There was someone else that was sponsored with Fortnite. I can't remember her name right now.
But yeah.
She's literally like, if you just go in, no account whatsoever, she's literally like the first thing on the platform that you'll see. Don't even matter what it was. So yeah, and it's a bitch trying to get her off off her feed. So she's everywhere. She's like the golden child of YouTube. Apparently.
I got my suggestions turned off, so the only things I got is like anything I intentionally search for, and and anything that's basically in my library. That's all I got on YouTube because I transferred over to Microsoft not too long ago, and by the end of the year, I'm done with Google. So
yeah, but like Pokimane, she freaks out when somebody doesn't say nice things about her.
Yeah,
Oh, Pokimane. I think that's the person that I'm thinking of.
yeah. She's like
Thank you for bringing up her.
Sssniperwolf is essentially early Pokimane.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
I think she came up
I
before
think
her.
because that's the thing. I'm thinking it's one of those
Sniperwolf.
two
It
or
was
three.
Sniperwolf because
There was another one. It
there
could
you
have
are.
been it.
Fucking-
But... All right, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna ask you
Oh.
guys because I might be wrong on this.
Yeah, she started
After,
around. If you're wondering, she made her YouTube channel around 2013.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Still during the Wild West era.
Look a while.
So what was you going to ask us, Bandy?
Okay, so if you guys look at like the loading screen for Fortnite way back in when they had like the Shadow Collective and then what was the name of the other opposing faction? But I had Midas when Midas initially started, and then there was a few other people that were on the actual loading screen. There was a lady that had a bomb that she was riding. The other one had a yellow hat and had a sword. And then, man, hold on. Yeah.
You might have to just bring the picture in. I can't recall. I haven't been on Fortnite in years.
I have not even touched
Yeah.
Fortnite ever.
I don't play it anymore. I lost interest in it
I'm-
for like a while.
I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite in a while too, but yeah, essentially.
Fortnite.
I mean, what?
Oh, word.
Why'd you guys even play Fortnite
I
in the beginning?
honestly just use
Friends.
I honestly just use the Epic Game Store as a fucking basically just to get Tinny's free game of the week.
I never played Fortnite, but what got you guys even playing Fortnite in the beginning?
Okay,
Friends.
for me, well, for me, it was because like in the game that was originally was what was supposed to have been was where it's like a survival, you know, 7 nights type of thing, where meets 7 nights. Yeah, if y'all know the game, I think 7 nights. Anyways, yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. You're supposed to build up your fortress and survive the storm. Hence the name Fortnite.
Ah,
Yeah. But then everybody wound up playing the battle royale because it was just like I guess like it was supposed to be like a temporary thing where everyone would come in, try out the mechanics, duke it out, fight each other, get the feel for it, and then soon enough the real game would come out. Well, fast forward years later, and here we are as the ultimate multiverse game.
Yeah.
To the point where they just basically did away with the building aspect. I mean, you can turn it off and turn it on.
it's just like it's just COD for kids, or it's supposed to be COD for kids. Because the color
PUBG, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
PUBG was
PUBG.
there. Yeah, that thing just
Yeah,
disappeared.
PUBG. Yeah, like I watched the Long Beach Griffey sit saying like, if it wasn't for PUBG, you wouldn't be shit. Call of Duty was because Call of Duty Black Ops 4 had Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
Griffey.
Like, bitch, if it wasn't for PUBG, you wouldn't be shit. If it wasn't for Battle Royale mode, you ain't shit. So don't come for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not finding it. I'm trying to look for it, and it just doesn't want to show up. It's so prehistoric at this point. I'm
Anyways,
not sure.
But
another
yeah,
but
another
so
homie.
essentially, Jack's films, just criticized her content, and bitches be crazy on YouTube. So
Yeah, she posts
Yeah.
like his whole entire information, like where he lived, basically.
essentially doxed him, which is one of the big YouTube no-nos.
She should be like immediately kicked off the platform and sued for doing that.
Fuck
Here
that.
we
She
go.
needs to be
Found it.
arrested.
Yeah, arrested because that is a crime, and she just basically just threw herself under the bus. Like, I'm sorry, like no one should should not be that big to be that safe from being arrested for something that stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she'll just only get a slap on the wrist. So it'll be like a freaking surprise as all hell that she even gets more than like I said, a slap on the wrist or like a finger waved at her. Probably like have her channel be shut down for a couple days at most.
Yeah.
But she needs to face jail time, honestly, for doing that.
Yeah. Keep in mind, she actually has been arrested.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. So she has a record. Good.
Yeah, you say
So,
slap
yeah.
on the wrist. I say spank on the ass.
Honestly,
I'm sorry, but I will admit she's not hot enough for me to even go near that shit.
I honestly, if you just give me a paper bag,
Not even that. It's just like I don't even want to look in her direction. It's like one of my friends I remember being so befuddled by me, and it's like I like yeah, I could find you physically attractive, but if you got if I get a whiff of your personality and it's just shit, nah.
yeah, like I honestly just say this is she's smash and dash.
Honestly, I probably even would.
That's how I feel about the drive-through.
I probably wouldn't even, like I said, look her direction. Give her time of day.
Like I said, just give her a quick, just give Sssniperwolf a smash and dash.
Oh god, we're probably gonna get doxxed too because we're talking shit.
Yeah, her
Her
stands are gonna.
simps gonna find us.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure she can just care less.
What midnight
But
social reading is bigger than me? Oh, I'll go find those guys. Oh.
Keep in mind, this isn't the only time she had
Radio.
and this is the only time she has been criticized. Like, where the fuck? I'm okay. Give me a little bit of time because I am buzzed right now.
All right. Well,
No, you good.
I've been fucking drinking Simply Spiked.
Yeah, no, you good. You good. I think it's about time to move on to the next subject.
Where the fuck?
by the way, I don't know if we touched on this, but did we talk about Johnny Somali getting arrested?
Yes,
oh no,
did.
we haven't. Oh, have y'all?
We did.
No.
Briefly.
Wait, did we?
I maybe it was like what was one of those the gaming night.
You guys briefly touched upon it.
Yeah, it was gaming night. I think that's.
Oh, gaming night. Okay, then yeah, Johnny Somali finally got arrested because his shenanigans was just
wrong video.
Oh,
yeah,
damn it! I just clicked play on it too. I'm just kidding.
Like I said, I'm.
He's trying his best.
Yeah, might have to take a back seat for a second there, buddy.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, Johnny finally getting what he's deserved. I was saying they should have deported him. Get him out of the country.
I thought he done left, honestly, after that last time he got arrested, but no.
No, he said no. Give me more Japan, and I do want to know the follow up to after being arrested. Like I want to know what's going to happen to him. Yeah. Like we hear about the Yandere dev, we hear about like where are they now? I would like to know if they'll let him out of the country or they'll keep him in the jail. Because people are saying like Yakuza and they're like saying, oh, get the Yakuza after him. And they're like,
well, apparently, like the Japanese have, in recent years have been so abstained from being violent.
I found it.
Even the Yakuza don't really do much anymore, but they are just all bark and no bite.
Yeah, because the laws have gotten better, and they've essentially neutered.
Yeah,
the,
but Yeah, but for anyone who's wondering like why he got arrested this time, it's because he trespassed on private property of a construction site. And businessmen. At least there's one thing about Japan that that really that really take their shit way too seriously. Are companies there, like Nintendo and so forth. But there was so a private company basically filed an arrest warrant for him. And they're probably going to, they're definitely going to be filing charges.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, for obvious reasons.
Just he took it too far.
Right. So there's a chance he probably won't even get deported. Yeah, yeah. Just hell, even the video of his friend that was filming him was like,
like, oh,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Yo, this guy.
Yeah, man.
This guy was like,
I hope he gets the Japanese equivalent of Big Bubba.
Uh-oh. What happened one day ago? Giant Somali arrested again for what the hell is with this? He's been arrested in Japan once again.
If you guys are wondering, I did find the video. I did find the video.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess they must have did let him go from the private property, and now he's arrested again for fucking filming in a restaurant where he's not supposed to. I don't know. Okay, so I take back what I said. Damn, what?
He's ruining Japan for the rest of us who haven't gone there yet.
Honestly,
like I don't want to go to I don't want to go to the Pilgrim Land and then be compared to him.
Hell, if anything, he's ruining it for black people.
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm just, if I ever do like travel shit in Japan, I'm gonna be wearing my mask.
Yeah, like I know that if he for some reason if he somehow comes back to America, he's gonna get his ass beat. Not just by like white weebs, but probably by black weebs, because he basically is ruining. After what we've all been working so hard to do, build a good, solid relationship with Japan. But no, they're probably going back to basically really hating us. I mean, it's not that they liked us all that much before.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of did for a while, but now there's like a movement popping up to where they're learning, they're talking about like the bombs that were dropped.
Yeah.
And that's fueling some anti-Western propaganda. I don't know how far it's gotten, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm halfway. I'm almost done with my drink anyway.
Okay, cool.
All right. So
if you're wondering what I'm drinking,
we're almost done with the stream anyway.
Yeah, we're almost done. Doug, what you got? You got things?
Yeah, and this is gonna be brief. I was just going to just mention like a couple of animes I've come across for the season that I think are should be a good watch. One of them is Fairhaven Beyond Journey's End. Let me type it up. Where it's basically it's a fantasy story about an elf mage who and I'll post the link of the series. It's about an elf mage who was part of a hero's party that defeated the Demon King. After spending 10 years together, they finally decided to make separate ways, but promising to meet up 50 years later to watch a meteor shower. And this story basically, emphasizes on the concept of immortality through the eyes of an elf. We've all seen like a lot of stories told about immortality, but this is told from the perspective of an elf that basically grew up like this. And so when talking about among normal mortals, 10 years is a lot for an average human, but for an elf, it's like a 1/100 of our life. It was like yesterday, it just happened. But after the death of the hero, this is literally all in one episode. It's literally the synopsis, because he dies of old age. After they get together and see the meteor shower, she begins to realize, the value of time and life itself, and decides to go on an adventure with a human apprentice, Mage, and to retrace her steps with her journey that she took with her adventuring team she took all those years ago. There's that, and I really recommend it. The animation is good. Hell, they even released 4 episodes on the same day, so that was a nice treat. But right now there's 6 episodes. It's really good. It's ranked 8.94 out of 10. If anyone wants to go by that.
Also, Madhouse.
That's
good studio.
Madhouse, yes. If that doesn't sell it, then I don't know what will. Madhouse comes in. Animation is beautiful, amazing.
I've always wanted my manga to be animated by Madhouse, but
Yeah. This next one, 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. This is my recommended trash for the season. It's silly, it's goofy, and yes, it's a harem for anyone who's curious. It's about a dude who's had no luck in the field of love, which is funny because even the girl he asked out or confessed to on his last day of middle school even said that he is a good-looking dude, he's nice, he's sweet, he's awesome, he's a perfect guy, but she turned him down. And so one day he goes and prays to the god of love, asking him, for, at least for a girlfriend in high school, find his soulmate there. Well, the god of love meets him, and he basically spilled the beans, like, yeah, not only are you going to get one girlfriend, but you're going to get 100 girlfriends because I messed up, with your soulmate counter.
Where can I find this god of love?
Yeah, good question.
If I actually had 100 girlfriends, I would actually have them all do battle and until one gets killed, and the rest will be natural selection.
Yeah. So yeah, and here's the thing. Even the dude asked the god the next day after the first day of school, because not only just one but 2 girls wound up falling in love with him, and he's caught between picking which one. The god told him, well, unfortunately, you can't pick one because for every person that does not find their soulmate, they will die an early, lonely death. So this
he's forced living a blissful polyamorous relationship.
I guess you can take it that route, but yeah, the story is as goofy as it is. It doesn't take itself seriously, and there's a lot of anime references. So the characters though are really good from the manga panels and so forth. This is the one with the infamous page. Let me find it. 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You. Where's that page? Yeah, right here. Copy, paste, where it has that huge text, and this is what I mean by making fun of other properties or referencing them. This is you.
I'm not reading
I think
all
the
that.
manga. You don't have to. You literally do not have to. The manga even said this was just to make fun of Hunter x Hunter.
Wow.
Because and all he's doing is just talking about every girlfriend and what he likes about them. But you do not have to read this. Like anyone who does, God bless you, but you do not have to read it. You just skip right over this shit. And you will not miss a thing. You can read a couple sentences and get the gist of it, but that's it. But it is just pure stupid fun. And this is rated, of course, it's trash. It's going to be 7.81 out of 10. But I give it a go if you like, something stupid to shut your brain off to. And speaking of which, I've also shut your brain off to second season of Eminence and Shadow. I've only got to like the first episode of it or watched part of it, but I mean, Endless in Shadow. If you watch the previous season, you know what you're in for. Stupidity. You know, at its
First
finest.
episode. Yeah, first episode was the only one I watched. I haven't finished the second episode, and I just haven't gotten.
Yeah, it's just funny isekai edgelord shit, and kind of makes fun of the edgelord shit.
The thing that irritated me the most with it was the fact that he made such a badass start off character world, and then Truck Kun comes in and kills him off.
Well, he kind of did that. Well, slight spoilers, but he did that to himself because he went crazy training and yeah. But
oh yeah, he was. I mean, dude, he he knew how to use a crowbar to break people's legs.
I mean, yeah. So, well, I'm not even trying to spoil it, but like with this season, let's just say he doesn't stay in the fantasy world for too long. He doesn't stay isekai for too long.
Oh.
Let's just say it like that. Next one is Undead Unluck.
Oh yeah.
This one.
I saw that.
Yeah.
At a book store. And
yeah, it is
picking it up.
Yeah, this one is I feel like might be accidentally a sleeper. I doubt it because of how much buzz it's getting. But the series is about, you know, it's an action shonen romance. I guess you could throw that there. Or I consider it like kind of like has romance because there's the whole romance subplot with the main character. Main two characters. But it's essentially like you have these people who are called negators or humans who basically have powers that are supposed to defy the laws of reality. For the main girl, she is unluck, has the powers of unluck, which whoever touched her to a degree will be met with painful, unlucky incidents. Then you have undead, the second guy, the main second character, undead. He's an immortal who's been around forever, apparently, and he's basically undead. He cannot die, and so he's trying to find a way to die. Yeah, he's trying to die, you know, through with her. Which is funny enough, the story starts out with her trying to kill herself because, you know, she doesn't want to be unlucky anymore. But it's a battle shonen. You have other dudes coming in, they fight, and then it just scales up. But this one really, I know it may sound like bland, but that's just me trying not to spoil the really batshit crazy stuff. But I recommend it because it's anime really good. Studio that's doing this. Did I even said the studio?
Oh, David Production. The guys who did JoJo.
Yep, but it's pretty good. For 2 episodes are out. You got your sequels. I think Koshu Jobless Reincarnation, Koshu Tensei, still going on with its second season, official second season. Spy X Family should be airing soon if it hasn't already. Watch that. Second season with that one. And that's basically it for what I can think of. Anyone who has recommendations, feel free to comment below and whatnot.
I have Witch Hat Altier. I just read the manga.
Oh, there's an anime for that?
Oh yeah, Witch Hat Altier, yeah.
Oh, that might be interesting.
It follows Coco, who always wanted to be a witch, and yeah, so if you guys like Harry Potter and shit like that, go right ahead.
Yeah.
I think another thing is I'm actually going to be going to Gob. I'm still doing Gobtober. If any of you guys who are on my Twitter have seen.
JJK is still going on. Kingdoms of Ruin is that number 1. There's Ragnar Crimson. That's another good one I've been hearing about. Dr. Stone, New World Part 2 still going. Goblin Slayer 2. Oh, that's out.
Can't wait to
Oh,
blast
wow.
I did hear
soundtrack
about
to that
some of
shit.
that.
Yeah. Shy, the superhero series is from what I've read of it. I read like a good bit of chapters from Shy. It's pretty good, so I think the anime might do it justice. Dark Gathering is still going on.
And this is my recent Gobtober drawing, if any of you guys were wondering.
Arc Knights, they're
That's
still
pretty good.
doing. Oh, I forgot Arc Knights got anime out. Helk, I've been told that's good. But yeah, here I'll throw in a list of these and put it on the thing. But yeah, I've read a couple mangas, but I think it's time we should wrap this up, right, Kuro?
Yippos.
Yep.
Yep.
Time for
Yep.
betos.
We actually managed to end this early. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
My stuff is the same. Webtoons, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. So
Same here, but one thing, I am still going to Youmacon. So if any of you guys who are interested in meeting me, go right ahead. Yeah. Hopefully Kuro can actually come because it should be at his town.
Wait, my town?
Like it's like near like Toronto.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I did actually know. Funny thing was, I did get near to Michigan. I was like 20 minutes from the border on Monday because we had our Thanksgiving up here. We eat the turkey early, so you guys get the bones. So we had our Thanksgiving, and I could have we were planning to go across the border to go get up some presto primo pasta sauce, because apparently you can't get it up in Canada. My sister said, so we were going to come over to Michigan and get some primo pasta sauce apparently, but we didn't.
God.
We didn't do
But
that.
yeah.
God, Canada just sucks.
If Kuro can actually go there, you could if Kuro does feel like it, you can also meet him as well.
Yay! We'll see what happens in the future.
But yeah, so yeah, early November I'm going to be there.
And
I'm
if y'all
getting my trip to TwitchCon, unfortunately.
What happened to
if y'all are really good and ask very nice, Kuro might step on you.
Well, it's gonna be very light because it won't be a heavy
If
step.
you guys are wondering, we actually have discussed a convention where we can actually all meet up at.
Yeah, next year's MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Now you guys come to Canada.
Man, I'd be lucky just to get to North Georgia. Car's kind of being a pain in the ass. Just got a new battery early. But
yeah,
anyways,
Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
And
That's all we have for today. For
hold
tonight.
on, and I'm just gonna wrap up mine too. Okay. Yeah. So I just got into Elden Ring because no one was watching me play White Day. So yeah, now Elden Ring. First, I'm going to be Resident Evil 4 on Mondays, and Elden Ring is going to be on Wednesdays. I added a new streaming day because yeah, I have extra slot. So if anyone has a PC and has Elden Ring and has it on Steam, can you play with me? Or play with me co-op, please? I'm talking to you guys too. If you decide, hey,
I have Elden Ring on PS5.
I know it's not cross platform.
Yeah, which sucks.
I gotta
If
play.
it was, then I'd definitely be down to play what you do.
Yeah, now I gotta make friends with randos and then pretend I like them and just to get to play an co-op when I could just be playing with people I know. Are you gonna get
So
Elden
I'm
Ring? Oh, okay.
so I'm currently paying off a PC right now that's more of a gaming oriented PC because the one I'm using right now for the podcast is not gaming oriented. And I am a third of the way there. So once I get that fully paid off, I think after I get halfway through it, because he said he wanted to back up some stuff on the drives before he completely wiped it clean, and then I should be able to use it.
Alright.
So it's not a high tier gaming PC. I mean, I'm getting it for $600, so it's
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can run Elden Ring on that.
Oh well, damn. So
It's
much for that.
the game heats. My room was so hot. I could have it was like a summer in my room. It was my PC sounds like a plane, and it heats up the room really nicely in the cold winter months. So I got a really good place during the cold winter months.
Oof.
Anywho,
Yeah.
I think we can wrap this up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got nothing to play. I got nothing to plug. If I did actually have anything, you guys could always check out the links in the Spotify links, and then that's basically it. I don't really have anything to
I
plug
mean, you could advertise your cosplay Discord.
Nah. So
Not gonna deal with that.
it's not gonna work out.
All right.
I'm too busy. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm not gonna be able to maintain it. I was hoping I was gonna be able to do it, but it's just not gonna happen. It's not something I can fulfill. So someone else is gonna have to take the mantle on that, but it's not me.
All right. Then.
All right then.
All right.
All right. Shout outs to Domolickwaffle for some awesome almanac artwork. I love you. All right, we're done.
Mwah.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. See you next time.
Drink mother, hug your mother.
What?
Drink mother, hug your mother, and yeah, and good night and good luck, everyone.
He's drunk.
Like I said, it's the alcohol that's talking.
Blame it on alcohol, baby.
I can't remember that song. That song was so old. I mean, that super old. Bye.
All right, and the stream too.